Holy shit. Hi, hun. Oh, you finally made up your mind? Yeah. I'm all for going at them with all we've got. Listen, I'm in the middle of a delicate situation here. Good news is that I found Joanna Septis. Bad news is that she's about to jump off of North Bridge. I'll see what I can do. And hey, I got some juicy intel on their CEO, like you asked. I'll fill you in on the details when I'm back at the club. Okay, gotta leave you now. Bye. Quite the view, huh? You picked a beautiful place to end your life. All those little blue and yellow squares full of people who don't care about each other. And a bunch of fools like us who won't stop fighting over the right to dictate the way they live. I wish it would all disappear into thin air. I need to get closer to keep her from jumping. Approaching her will increase the tension, so I should probably talk her down before moving in. Gotta pay attention to her body language. If she's too anxious, putting some distance between us will definitely help. Fine. Let's put some soul into this. Dialogue, step forward, step back. Oh. Explain what's going on with her implants. Would that be a good idea? Because we could use that. Now that fucking sounds horrible, and it is, it's manipulation, but she, as far as I know, she doesn't know that she got an implant to make her like really sympathetic and empathetic. So telling her about it could potentially reverse its effects, right? Or it could intrigue her because we know about it, and also she could say, well, I'm glad it happened then, because she's still feeling the effects. Let's do that. But I won't step back yet. I won't step forward either. What if I told you I know why you're going through this? What do you mean? I know why you lost it and escaped from Supercontinent. What? Why? Why did you know something like that? What do you even know about me? Oh, don't get me wrong, we just met, alright? I barely know you. But I know what's producing this sudden change in your behavior. Proxima infiltrated Supercontinent's implant clinics and installed some rebel upgrades in you. No, this can't... That's why I... Full disclosure, I happen to be very acquainted with the internal workings of these implants. It can't override your thoughts, but the program explores your subconscious for certain ideas, rebellion, compassion, then brings them to the conscious. A dirty trick in my opinion, but to be fair, the program can't produce thoughts that aren't your own. Whatever you're feeling now, it's not artificial. These are your original ideas, but they've been prioritized so you can't avoid them anymore. It's so nice of you to explain what kind of bug it was that bit me, but why do I care now? This is my new mind. What do I care now? This is my new mind. The thing is that I not only know how it works, I know how to deactivate it. If you come with me, I'll happily set you free from its influence. You'd do that? Yeah. I'm not a fan of mental manipulation, so I'll do it for free. Okay, I'll think about it. Digital Air, achievement unlocked. Because we got Ariadne's knowledge. Good, she looks stable, I should move closer. Alright? Oh yeah, she's like more chill and looking at us now. Let's move in. Losing her a little now, yeah, because she's looking back out. So dialogue. Do you mind asking me why you're deciding to end it all? I've lost my way. I let everyone I care about lose their way too. Supercontinent set out to change the world. Money wasn't the reward, but the means to an end. To the end. Now the objective's been twisted so many times I can't remember when I stopped caring. Your life could use new direction. Don't give up. Explain that to them. Your life could use a new direction then. It's natural for objectives to change. They're human constructs. And humans won't stop changing. If your vision doesn't align with your companies anymore, set yourself free. I don't see the tragedy in that. It's the other way that'd be depressing, to never mutate. A new direction? Good. She looks stable. I should move closer. Sure. Let's move in. Losing her a little now. Yeah, let's dialogue again. Northbridge has always been good for getting some perspective. Inside that concrete maze, it's easy to lose yourself in data streams and notifications. We can barely see where we're putting our feet anymore. Hell, I've dismissed 2 chats from my brain drive since we started talking. But then being here, looking at all that rock floating in the ocean, we could just start walking the other way and... What? We could just start walking the other way and leave the city behind us, huh? It isn't that easy. You bet. There's so much of ourselves cemented into the foundations of those skyscrapers. But think about it. What would you lose? Money? Power? Responsibility? Identity? The weight of the fate of civilization? Yeah, that too. Good, she looks stable as she's moving. I mean, I don't want to like stand here and have her still be on the fucking railing. Let's try. Worst case scenario, I'm gonna step back. Dialogue. What's your name? I'm Brandeis. Why are you doing this? I'm a hero. No, be honest. I need you for taking down Supercontinent. Your conscience is killing you because of what the company is trying to pull off, right? We'll use your help to fight them. And you'll get to redeem yourself. I just can't face them. She's close to her limit. I'm gonna step back. Good. Almost stable now. Dialogue. Listen, are you with Proxima? I'm not part of their organization, but we collaborate quite often. You must think that I doomed the city, right? Give yourself too much credit. The city was doomed long ago. Depending on how he says it, this could either be a shitty answer or saying it's not your fault. And knowing Brandeis, he's probably gonna just say it's not your fault. Or it doesn't matter, because everyone's fucked anyways. You give yourself too much credit. There are countless factors all over the world, working relentlessly as we speak to fuck us and this planet. And from my point of view, if you have enough of a conscience to be jumping off of this bridge out of guilt, I'm sure that some of your actions at Supercontinent can't add up to match the damage of the average money-making bastard. But, SPW... Oh, we're taking that down, didn't I tell you? How? Come with us and you'll see. Good, she looks stable. I should move in closer. Alright. Move in. Losing her little dialogue. Both sides of the railing scare me. One is the other end, but the other is even more terrifying. Stay on the railing then. That was a metaphor. I know. Stay on the railing. Life's not binary, Joanna. When you set foot on the ground, you don't need to go back to face some sort of redemption ordeal. Become a revolutionary, have a hamburger, ride a bike, play a video game. Have a hamburger, ride a bike, play a video game. There are plenty of things more important even, than our ridiculous war over civil welfare. To play a video game. God, it's been ages since I last logged into Steam. You should play more. Sorry, the way this conversation's going is interesting. Having fun really puts everything else into perspective. And I'm being dead serious here. Never imagined I'd be talking about Steam while pondering killing myself. But you do have a point. Good, she looks stable as you're moving closer. Losing your little dialogue. I heard about the girl who died at our clinics. I woke up uneasy that morning already, but hearing of her demise is what made me flip. Did you know her? Yes. Her name was Ariadne. She was a really good friend of mine. God, I'm sorry. Thank you. I'm so sorry. Had it coming... died doing what she loved. I think would calm her down more, right? But you know, Ariadne died doing what she loved. If not supercontinent, we'd just pick another thread. It's in our blood. Some people can't stop fighting. I'd rather die in a heist than on a couch. What a way to burn through life. Says the one sailing on Northbridge's railing. She looks stable. Really? Even closer? All fucking right. Brandeis. Oh shit. I think I'm in love with you. Whoa. Didn't see that one coming. I think I'm all messed up inside. Looking at the waves, the rippling reflection of the sky. I see myself as a tiny shadow of the bridge's mirrored image. On the bridge's mirrored image. I don't know who I am anymore. It doesn't make sense anymore. Life. But then my chest is burning. I can't deny this feeling. And if I'm going to die, why should I deprive myself of this last confession of love? I love you, Brandeis. Come on. You don't even know who I am. I feel like you're the first human I've had an honest talk with since I was a kid. What a lame existence. I guess I should shut up and jump, or I guess I should shut up already and jump, huh? No? Tell me how did... No. Do it... Maybe he would say do whatever your heart tells you to. But, fuck, I mean, suicide isn't the answer. Not even in this situation. Not yet. At least. No, come with me. Shit. Do you love me too? Not in a romantic way. But hell, why not? I love you, Joanna. And I know a lot of people who can have honest sorry. And I know a lot of people who you can have an honest conversation with every day. We're a loving family at the Revolutionary Lot. Why don't you give your life to us instead of the ocean? I feel like we can be better hosts than those rocking neon waves. Take me with you. Kept Joanna from jumping off North's bridge? Brandeis is coming back. He's bringing Joanna with him. He managed to get her on our side, huh? That's our Brandeis. Donovan. May sorry. May I ask why you threw Edgar out the club? I didn't expect you to lose your cool like that. I'd say Dr. Coldstream is a valuable asset to your plans. I'm surprised you decided to kick him out instead of digging for more information. That was unprofessional of me, huh? I guess I picked that up from Brandeis. Sometimes the right choice isn't the best choice. I may have made our lives harder, but heck if I didn't make myself happier. No regrets. I felt your anxiety levels rising at unprecedented rates. So I determined you made Edgar leave out of self-defense. But it's interesting to know how you've justified that to yourself. There's no playing it cool with you, eh? What is it about the mirror neuron algorithm that makes you so uneasy? It can affect me, a non-implant wearer. If the M&A gets out, humanity is doomed. Being in the wrong hands. That's what scares me. No, for me, personally, It's this. This is the first reason, and this the second. It's scary to know that it can affect him. That it can affect a non-implant wearer. That it could affect me if this was real. But the main thought I keep having is, if it gets out, everything's fucked, because then it's out. It doesn't, like, whoever gets it, it's gonna be in the wrong hands. There is no, in my opinion, there is no right use of M&A. I'm against it completely. So, if the M&A gets out, humanity is doomed. Society is about to become an operating system on which corporations will run whatever programs they please. They have enough control with media and technology already. What else do they want? What else is there to take from us, huh? I don't mean to discourage you, but the chances of you stopping all this are very low. So, in case I never get to be in charge of the M&A, would you mind answering some questions about where to draw the line when tuning... Oh, in chance she ever gets it. I apologize. Would you mind answering some questions about where to draw the line when tuning social psyche welfare? Hey, that's not a bad idea. Some sort of backup to maintain a sliver of hope for revolution in case we fail. Let's talk about the primary intent of SPW then. How should I regulate depression and anxiety? Don't let people be depressed for more than a month. No, what kind of a fucking like free trial run of depression would that be? No, it's any sort of regulation when it comes to depression and anxiety just falsifies those feelings, those emotions. If you're depressed for a month and then it ends forever, then that depression didn't matter. Like, you might as well just not have had it. It was just a bad time for the sake of being a bad time. Normally, if you are depressed and you manage to work through it, I think it's a part of your character growth, right? Like, you grow as a person, or at least you can. That won't happen if you just have it for a month and then it's gone. Or if it switches, like you have it 1 month and then you don't, and then you have it another month. That would also be shit, because it would just be an endless back and forth of people being miserable and not, or rather being depressed and not. So no, don't regulate it. Let us be depressed. Misery is a part of being human. Let us need each other. Let us beg for help. Shit. Suggested Akara... what was it? Suggested Akara not regulate anxiety and depression. There are 4 options to that. Oh, I guess if we had other outcomes here. Alright. Should I let people commit suicide? Huh. Shit. I know literally minutes ago I said suicide isn't the answer. But should you completely just block that option? Prevent people from committing suicide? Shit, I mean, it would be a good thing, right? Because I can't, right now, think of a situation where you could, where you should commit suicide. Unless it's like something like fucking you're in a zombie apocalypse and you're about to be eaten alive, you know, rather shoot yourself, but that's not fucking nearly the thing we're actually talking about. Like, if you are miserable in life, and you have been for years, potentially, should you be allowed to kill yourself? I can't think of a way to answer that with yes. Because there's always the potential to work through it. And I can guarantee that when you do work through it, you are gonna be glad that you're not dead, and you're gonna think that, you know, you would have regretted it had you killed yourself, because you ended everything. You ended everything because you were miserable. But then again, maybe people should still have that choice. Maybe they should still be able to make that choice for themselves. Like, who am I to decide if any given human is allowed to kill themselves? That decision isn't up to me, it's up to them. But fuck, if there was an option to, like, say, allow it, but do your absolute fucking best to convince people that it's not the answer, basically, and that's what I would pick. Fuck, ultimately, I think the options should still be open, as weird or bad or whatever, however that may sound. It's not up to me to decide that for everybody. It's up to you individually, right? But I do think it's not anything you should actually ever do. But fuck. Yes. As much as it can hurt, people should have the right to do what they want with their lives. Even end them. Now, about violence. Should I allow rape to occur? This one? No. I know so far I've been of the opinion that, like, basically all of this bad shit that can happen in a human life is either part of your development as a person, or it's a form of freedom because you can choose to do it. But rape, I don't have any personal experience with it, but for fuck's sake, there's no character growth, I guess. There's no personality being enhanced or fucking whatever. There's no development, and there's no good. It's just one person harming another and potentially traumatizing them for life. So I see absolutely no fucking upside to that. So should I allow rape to occur? No. Society's been struggling with it for a long time and never been close to a solution. If the M&A happens to come into effect, at least let rape disappear in the process. Should I let people commit murder? Huh. This one... It's kind of like the rape question, as in there's no upside to it. At least not when you look at it at first. Right? It's just one person harming another. And the world would technically be better off without it. But there can be other reasons for murder. For example, do you count self-defense, like killing in self-defense, as murder? Because if so, like, then it should be allowed. But if you mean going out and killing another person unprovoked, for example, or out of revenge or something like that, then maybe it shouldn't be allowed. Of course, a big difference between rape and murder is that murder is more final, right? Like, when you murder someone, that person isn't traumatized for life. That person is dead. Which might be worse. I don't know. Huh. It's a big thing. It's... Assuming Akara means murder as in not in self-defense and also not accidental, but genuinely, intentionally taking the life of another person for virtually no good reason, then no. I'm not into censoring any kind of behavior, but if I can save lives, let the M&A erase murder. Huh. Should I let hatred such as should I let hatred such as xenophobia and homophobia exist? Again, no. Huh, it's interesting, huh? All this time I was completely against it, and now I'm starting to make all these decisions which actually restrict people, you know? No rape, no murder. Which, again, you can argue that it's a good thing I did that, and mainly I'm of that opinion that if those things were erased, everything would be better. But again, it does feel like censorship of just life in a way. Should I let hatred such as xenophobia and homophobia exist? The answer would be no, because it's one of the absolute fucking worst things humanity does to each other, right? It's just interesting that I've been so against it in my mind, but now given the chance, I am actually using it to create, or potentially, you know, if this is what it comes down to potentially create a world of my choosing. It feels like I shouldn't have that power, but right now we do, or at least we have the power to potentially form the world that way, should Akara be in a position to alter the M&A and everything. And no hatred like that. Please, if the M&A becomes operational, let that be gone. Yeah, sure, buddy. Should I let women... No, that's the same as the homophobia question and xenophobia question. It's... No, was it homophobia? Yeah. It's the same as that. Except this is sexism. And that, in my mind, is just as bad. Because it's discrimination for no reason. What? Women are oppressed? No. Shit, that's a good one. Let women be free at least, please. If we fail to stop the M&A, I'll at least be able to find comfort in erasing sexism once and for all. Yeah, see? We're a bit hypocritical. I must point out that you're being a bit hypocritical. Why do you say that? You're all against the M&A, but don't mind using it as if a particular issue concerns you. Maybe you're just against how they plan to use it. No, I said all that just in case we fail to stop it from happening. But you could have told me not to affect people at all. It would be the same as if you had succeeded. What is it that you want then? You made your point, but just do as I said if M&A becomes operational, alright? If I happen to get a hold of the mirror neuron algorithm, I'll do exactly as you suggest. I don't know how I feel about that, because they are right. I am being hypocritical. I as in me, not Donovan. So, fuck. That's right. Huh. I got to experience what I believe was a rush of happiness when you praised me in front of Edgar. Thank you very much, Donovan. I'm glad to hear that. You're wonderful, Akara. You should be proud of yourself. Brandeis and Joanna are about to come through the door. Joanna, this is my partner, Donovan. Donovan, this is Joanna, COO at Supercontinent. Welcome to the Red Strings Club, how are you doing? Fine, thanks. A lot better since your pal here deactivated that rogue implant I had in me. Oh, I see. That means you're not on our side anymore. Not exactly. Brandeis may have freed me from the influence of the implant, but I can't ignore the revelations I had while under its effects. After all, I was dealing with a serious anxiety crisis already before that shit broke me down. All this just opened my eyes. I haven't felt this level of clarity since my NGO days. NGO? I don't know what that means right now. Well, I'm happy to have you on our side then. For the record, don't count me in with with the revolutionary lot. I'm still loyal to Supercontinent. I just want you to help me steer it in the right direction. Sure, whatever works for you. Is that an Akara android? Yup. And not just any Akara android. The very one that installed your mind-opening implant. I just have one question. I understand that you had several options at your disposal. Why did you choose that one? I'm sorry. Normally I'm able to follow the logical steps behind my actions. But for this one, I can't tell. Something inside me told me to. Something, huh? Inspiration from the machine. How beautiful. And creepy. Beautiful and creepy. Watch your mouth, Brandeis. From the time I've spent with Akara, I can tell they have their own tiny heart. Yikes. Anyway, can we focus on more urgent matters? Tomorrow is our best chance to stop Social Psyche Social Psyche Dumbfare and the Mirror Nonsense algorithm. How come? Tomorrow we're migrating most of our network to a more powerful server on which we can run the M&A. Until everything is signed, sealed, and ready to go, there are plenty of holes a guy like Brandeis might be able to exploit. I could work my way in after they finish the migration too, but the chaos is definitely going to open up breaches I can exploit. Always a show-off. Listen, Brandeis, the only way to access control of the M&A is through an executive office in Supercontinent's tower. The lightest security will be at Adrian Ferguson's, CFO. He's supposed to be absent. Yeah, he got a nasty implant, same as you. I hope he gets a better ride out of it than I did. So that's it. I get into his office and hack the shit out of the M&A. It's gonna be trickier than that. In this day and age, the neural hackers and cyber warfare. Our new CEOs designed a system. Let's do that over. In this day and age of neural hackers and cyber warfare, our new CEOs designed a system to level the field against your kind. Impossible. They've gone completely analog. Almost. Communications among executives is access to critical systems such as the M&A are handled through an old-fashioned landline network. A what? Shit, that's ancient even for me. When I was a kid, there was already just a few left. It's like a phone, but wired to the wall. It's what we had for getting calls from my grandparents. I think they disassembled the whole network a couple decades ago. That's right. We've got this one built just for us. Even if a neural hacker managed to plug in, it doesn't use the same protocols. It just looks like gibberish to an implant. It's all controlled by numeric commands and voice activation. Lucky me. Yeah, you're just as useful as any implant-free peasant. Hey! I wasn't being sarcastic. My speciality is social engineering. I have a VOMOD implant which allows me to impersonate anyone's voice, provided I have enough biometric data. So congrats, you found your inexpugnable Bastion's Achilles heel. There's still hope then, I guess. Next major obstacle is our current CEO. What do you know about her? Oh, I know this one. Donovan tasked me with finding out... Oh boy. Donovan tasked me with finding out about it, and I'm not in the business of letting him down. What I've found is that Supercontinent's CEO has been replaced by a kid named Radika. She's 15 years old, so not legally the CEO yet, but she's been calling the shots for some time now. She's supposed to be ultra smart because of some sort of secret training. You did your homework, alright? The important thing is that you shouldn't underestimate her. She's more intelligent than the three of us together, and ruthless. She took some people out of the game already, if you know what I mean. An incredibly intelligent young sociopath with excessive power who's about to control all society. Okay, I'm officially scared now. If you're about to mess with the M&A, you'll definitely need to deal with her. Be careful. No matter how smart you are, you can't beat the hard-earned experience of us old dogs, eh, Donovan? Just be careful, dude. Don't sweat it. You know I always land on my feet. That's a fucking, considering we know the ending, because it always ends the same way, that's a, yeah, that's a poor choice of words, I guess. Anything else I should know? That's it? Okay. I'm taking the wheel from this point on. Joanna, I need you to go back to your office at Supercontinent and act as if you've recovered. I have recovered. You know what I mean. Just go there in case I need some inside backup. Now, Donovan. You did a great job. You should rest tonight. You'll need I'll need you fresh tomorrow to back me up on the phone. I'll stay here tonight and give you a special massage. Massage, right? To get you back in shape. What do you say? Hell yeah, I fucking earned it. Everybody, have a good sleep, and we'll go fresh into battle as soon as Supercontinent server migration starts, alright? Excuse me. Yeah? I can try to recreate some biometric profiles of people who have been in the club since I have them analyzed. The ever useful Akara. Sure, get me all the voices. The thing is, the process takes a while, so it's likely I will only have one ready in time. Okay. Which voice should prove most useful? Edgar, right? Because he's like the highest of all these. Diana is the director, but honestly, I don't want to get her in any trouble. And I don't know. Naima, I don't think she's just the lawyer. Maybe to convince some people individually, but I don't know. Larissa is just marketing. I guess she could be useful if she said like, "Hey, marketing isn't ready. We need to delay it." I don't know. I feel like Edgar would be moist. I feel like he would be moist useful. Give me Edgar's voice. Understood. I'll transfer it to your neural drive when it's ready. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Hell yeah. Okay, everyone, it's a wrap. Tomorrow, we make history. Holy shit, that's fucking abrupt. And there is new shit. Alright. This has gone on for way too long already, this recording. And, it'll probably be cut into 2 parts. So if the episode that came before this one doesn't have, because I doubt I'll release a 1 hour 20 long episode. So if the episode that came before this doesn't have an actual Auf Wiedersehen in it, that's why. So I do apologize, but that's the way it is. I just kind of fucked that one up, and we were already in the middle of talking, and it's important, so yeah. Whatever. I'm gonna end this one here, and fuck, next time might be the end of the game. Holy shit, the music, I think, is starting to pick up. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll see you all next time. Auf Wiedersehen!